download here, a major download coming through. This is one day prior to Mercury retro. Everything is being unearthed. Everything is coming up from lifetimes, guys. This is a lot of energy here. It's really powerful. And the way we know is that there are neutral energies coming in, neutral-ish sort of, you know, the anti-vibration, the people who want to sort of undercut what it is that you have now realized. And this is because your elevation is very threatening to reptilian consciousness. So it's important for you to know that this is expected. You're not doing something wrong. You're on the right path. The more resistance that you find, okay, the more that you actually see the shape of what you are stepping into. And this is something that is actually the foundation that you're laying for others to walk the path of and along. And it is a place where you are open fully to where your path takes you. You're not living this journey because others agree with you. You're not living this journey and you're not living it through to its fullest and to its absolute most exponential extent because others are walking it next to you or before you. This is about conquering new lands of your consciousness, and it's really important here to remember that the further that you make headway, right, along the journey that is just so simply one of your self-expression, there are going, let's clear in the throat chakra, there will be so many new shapes and forms that challenge takes on, and you really have to keep your vantage point open here in terms of how it is that you see, okay, challenge, how it is that plays a sort of let's clear it in the sacral and the root chakra. Yes, how that is applicable to you when it comes to further creating. Let's clear it, throat chakra. Let's clear the throat chakra. Let's back it up. So it really does come down to, and this is really key, yeah, because as you're expanding, and many of you here, I see that you've been given major keys, okay, for some of you back to you. This is what was owed to you. This is what the people in the past life, guys, certain tribes, I'm hearing communities, they wanted from you. And some of them succeeded in the past, so-called succeeded. All is a test, and all will be told in time who's true and who is honest and who is vibrationally in concerto with the mass unity consciousness. Yes, that's right. And some people, guys, they're jealous because you do have the gift and because you do have the key. And all they're left with now is the lock. So many people here, you guys, you'll be meeting people who have locked themselves into their very own grave. You do not feel bad for people like this. It's not about guilt for people who are left behind because they wanted to push you, okay, farther from your own personal truth. This is someone, for some of you, you have, yes, definitely, guys. I see that you've made so much progress. And yes, it is at the detriment of where these other pieces and these so-called chips lie. You're not responsible at all. And the decisions that you make and the karma that you reap is going to have its impact. And as a high-functioning, heavy-duty light worker, let's clear it in the throat chakra and the heart chakra, when you ascend, you do leave people behind. Okay, not everybody not everybody is going to make it, guys. This is what I'm hearing from spirit, and we have to admit that. There are shadow soulmates, and then there are soulmates who are willing to transcend, to talk with you and walk with you as you do with yourself. Some people will try to remain with you but change you, change your destiny, and that's a no. Okay, many of you here, you've decided, I want to be authentic. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. And if you're at this channel, you are prioritizing your self-love. That's very different from selfishness, right? People in the past can be in this lifetime, but I'm also getting past lifetimes, have witnessed your success in a way that was very triggering, okay? And I see that they targeted you instead of working, let's say, with you, empowering you. They tried to bury your gifts, is what I'm hearing for some. Let's clear it in the crown, and this can be just even as simple as, you know, you're born with some sort of quirk about you. Okay. There was something very particular about you, and someone maybe even came through, oh yeah, you got to be on medication. Maybe they tried to even medicate you, or you fell into a bout of trying to address something that was really such a particularity of your consciousness, of your character, what you bring to the table of 3D. Okay. Your gifts are not something that you need to cope with necessarily, but obviously the general video, please talk to your first practitioner, but it's something of this sort. And so now I see many of you here, you're finding your voice again. Your voice, okay, let's clear it in the sacral, the root, down the lower, all the way. I see you have a lot of people here, but it's because you've unearthed your jewels for your crown again. That's right. And the radar of these entitellas, okay, entity tellas, are they're getting the heads up, which is a testament, right? Not to where you go to next in the grandness, and you are definitely elevating, and you're going to be seeing a lot of your successes here suddenly just sort of ready for you. Like, you'll just sort of realize, wow, you know, things are just happening. Things are just moving. This is your good karma is coming. And so you don't really, it's not just seeing, wow, you know, what is it that I'm creating, but what is it that I was contributing to that was not in alignment that I'm now releasing? It's like the theme of detoxification and renourishment. They go hand in hand, right? You can't just detox, you also have to replenish. If you take one thing out of, let's say, your diet, what is a substitute for that? Well, what will it be, you know? So some of you here, you're very, very powerful here with something that you're actually ready to even speak on. And this is you liberating others. Okay, this is about ancient slavery contracts, guys, but when it comes to your gifts, this is a visual transmission. So spirit is like thought projecting, but in visuals. So those of you who this message is for, you will be receiving those visuals and those downloads, and that's how you know that this message is for you. Otherwise, the people who need the professionalism, this is not your reading, this is not your message, and that's why we work with spirit. I'm not, this is not just a tarot card reading, right? Space. So this is just, because I know people, the trolls come in through, okay, comparing me, wow, you're so unprofessional, so many other readers, blah, 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 bye, 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 blah, 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 bye, bye, bye. Definitely. So why aren't you, why are you here? Just go do it, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is why, guys, this is black, dark angel energy. They're here to remind us that elevation does not equal ease. As above, so below. The more profound your gifts become, in terms of how aware you are of them, the stronger the shadow, right? The challenge to that energy. So it's really important that you don't necessarily, let's say, let your guard down. Those of you achieving amazing accomplishments, I would be careful who it is that I'm hearing you cave into. Some people are really going to want to, you're going to be meeting a lot of new people, a lot of new friends, a lot of people who are very interested in you. I'm seeing salad here. it's still really important to be choosy. I'm seeing a blue sapphire. Let's clear in the throat chakra. I'm hearing Demetrius. I'm hearing French. For some of you here, you are going to be reuniting with your soulmate. I'm hearing soulmate. Let's clear it. For some of you, this is really, really controversial. For whatever reason, there is another person in this conversation. Somehow you and this person, you're a triple threat duo. You guys challenge different systems. When you come together, you threaten political. Stream of income is what I'm hearing. Some of you are coming together with that soulmate, and you're gonna rock this fucking world. You heard me? I'm hearing that from spirit, real loud and clear, guys. Some of you, you have a soulmate here. You're gonna change the world. Okay, so it's really important you realize that this is a gift, right? The people that you come into contact with, nothing is like random. As a light worker, especially high functioning light worker, you have a schedule, you have a social spiritual contract, and it's imperative that you remember that, because sometimes, you know, let's say you're starting to get very popular, you're starting to see some of you even famous. Let's back it up to the throat chakra, let's clear it and ground. It's really, yeah, I'm hearing Hinduism. You have ancient knowledge with someone here. I'm hearing Atlantis. As you create this space, things that you could never imagine are going to just kind of come about. So, some of you, you know, a lot of your so-called dreams coming true. A lot of your so-called dreams coming true. Let's put it on the left side body. This reading is not for everybody. This channel dispatch message is not for everybody. This is for people who are doing their shadow work. Not just anybody who's like, yeah, I've been dreaming, you know, I want to be famous. It's like, if you don't have the right priorities, that's, I mean, your higher self knows what you're really ready for, right? For yours, yeah, let's just back it up. So, what you come into, you have to also, I'm here, there is need to remember how you got here. Sometimes it's easy, right? Well, you reach a certain level of so-called fame, good karma, or ease of so-called, you know, yeah, I'm hearing success. And it's like, you know, you start letting your guard down. I'm hearing from spirit, if anything, it needs to be higher. But I do see you reuniting. I see you with a soulmate. I see you two walking a very, very, very rare path that you were destined to move along. This is something very sacred. Only you will know what this is. This is something, it's like, it's written in your blood, okay? That you just feel it in your bones. This is what you're meant to do. This is what you're meant to create. And with this very person, this is what I'm here. This is a general video, of course, for entertainment purposes only. We gotta say that. Please talk to your first practitioner. Okay. Because you never know, right? People watching. Oh my God, that guy on Craigslist. No, I felt that girl. Yeah, no, I felt a connection. Listen, we have catfish, guys. All good catfish, right? That's So this is a general, yeah, but for those of you, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you, you knew exactly what this mission was, but it's almost like you were afraid of pursuing it because of the power that it had. There's a sort of, yeah, some of you here, you have magic that you build on from a prior lifetime with someone here. You know, there's something that you promised yourselves you would come back to carve out space for in another way. So, yeah, keep it in mind, guys, before this energy comes through. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of people very, very focused on you. That doesn't mean that you resonate with all of them. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.